everybody, and welcome back to HLM 22 here with part 6 of the San Jose Sharks GM mode. And today, again, we're going to get some more simulation done. The World Juniors should end today, and also I believe the All-Star game is coming up pretty soon, so we'll see what players from our team made the All-Star team. Overall, just another episode of simulation, but this episode, I only got like a month done last episode. I want to get a lot more done this episode, so yeah, without further ado, let's hop into it. So to start today's episode, we're going to get into simulation. So here we have the 19, 20, and 4 Flyers, and then the 16, 23, and 2 Ducks. Let's see if we can start this episode off on a high note. Nicholas Malak has recovered from his injury. He is ready to play. I'm going to edit him back into the lineup. So with Nicholas Malak back into the lineup, the World Juniors have finished. Canada are the 2021 World Junior Champions. So let's go take a look. We also got a 5-4 overtime win over the Ducks there. And I am not going to do a slow sim game this episode. I just want to get right into the simulation. So there you can see the medals. Shane Wright, the tournament MVP, 20 points. Oh my god. Matty Beniers with 19. Bedard with 18. Jack Hughes. Oh, that Jack Hughes with 16. And then Matvey Michkov with 15. So yeah, Jack Hughes, one of the players I have watch listed, currently sitting number 6 in the draft rankings, putting up great numbers in the QMJHL with a great World Juniors as well. So that's really great. That should raise his draft stock. And in terms of our players, Thomas Bordeleau 12 points and William Eklund with 10 points. Excellent performances out of both of those. Eklund helping Sweden get a silver and Bordeleau helping USA get the bronze. So very happy with what our guys did in this tournament. And now let's get back on with the simulation. So the 23, 17, and 3 stars are next, and we get a 5-1 L against them. So next we got a 23-win Carolina team and a 23-win Minnesota team. Let's see what we can do against them, and back-to-back 3-2 losses against those. So we've lost 3 out of the last 4 games, and we are only 1 game above 500 now. We got the 23-win Vegas team and a 27-win Florida team. Can we get a win against these guys? There's 1 win. We split it 1-1, and here's the All-Star game. So the last game before the All-Star game is here against the Rangers, a below 500 team. Let's see what we can do against them. Here it is. And a 3-2 win. Good way to go into the All-Star break, at least sitting at a 25, 23, and 2 record in 6th place here in the Pacific Division, which is surprisingly competitive. But let's go take a look at who made the All-Star team from our team and just all around the league in general. So looking here, and no one from the San Jose Sharks made the All-Star team. I'm pretty disappointed. I mean, like, Thomas Hertl's having himself such a great year. He's not even going to be able to represent his, whatever you call it, his conference. But let's begin the first All-Star game of this series. Super excited. This is a new feature in HLM 22. So let's see how this game goes. Who's going to win, West or East? We will see. Vasilevsky versus Gibson is the goalie matchup. Very good. 2 of the best goalies in the league. And there you go. McDavid and Crosby. Rantanen, Gaudreau. Oh my god, there's just so much scoring going on here. I can't keep up with it. Kopitar, Gaudreau, Rantanen. You can see the first 2 goals. McDavid and Crosby. Kucherov, Matthews. Okay, this team's starting to come back. I'm cheering for the East because of my Tampa Bay Lightning. Are my favorite team, and nope, it's a 4-3 win for the Western All-Stars, so our conference gets the win this year. East falls short by 1 goal. They almost had a late comeback there, but an overall good game for the Western All-Stars, and let's get back on with the simulation. So here we are. First game back against the Buffalo Sabres, and it is a 2-0 win there. So great way to start off the second half of the season. How many games in are we? 51 games. I'd like to get to probably the trade deadline for this episode. 27-win Kings team, 32-win Maple Leafs team going up to the first here. We're on a 3-game win streak, which is excellent. And Anton Forsberg is going on waivers. I'm going to dismiss that. I don't really need Forsberg in the system. And back-to-back losses there. 1-goal losses as well, which is not very good. 26, 25, and 2. We got a 20-win Nashville team and a 29-win Colorado team. I'd like to take at least 1 win here out of these 2 teams. And okay, so we have a trade acquisition. I'm going to take a quick look at this, and I will be right back after. So yeah, no interest there in Chandler Stevenson. We're going to get into this game against the 21-win St. Louis team, and that is another loss. So we are now 26, 28, and 2. We got Columbus, we got Colorado. Wow, Columbus 18-31-5. They might be the worst team in the league. We do pick up a win against them, which is really nice. So you know what, I just thought that maybe this would be a good time to show you guys what some of the top prospects in this 2022 draft are doing. So here's Shane Wright, currently projected first overall, and you can see 46 games played, 33 goals, 79 points. This guy is no doubt going first overall. You see what he did internationally. I mean, this guy's just so good. Like, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna watch list him right now, but just to show you guys what the #1 overall pick is doing this year, Shane Wright is leagues above everyone else. So I'm gonna show you a few other guys, but Shane Wright is currently ranked #1. For #2, we have Matthew Savoy, and this is another guy who's, expected to be up here in the top 3. He started the year as the 13th ranked player, though. He was #1 at one point, but so far in 45 games played, very similar numbers, 37 goals, 79 points. Internationally, did not play as well as Shane Wright, which is why he is ranked #2 behind him now, but still a very great player. I mean, any team would be so lucky to have a guy like Savoy. I would love a guy like Savoy. I mean, to center William Eklund, that would be excellent, but yes, just another great player, and I wanted to show you guys what he was doing. And then we have #3 ranked Brad Lambert. He started the year as #2. He again was #1 at one point in time, but has been #3 for the past 3 months. And again, 47 games played, 28 goals, 74 points. Internationally for Canada had 9 points. He is Finnish, but I guess he represented Canada. So again, not as good of a year, World Juniors as Savoy and Wright, and also is, a little bit behind them in points. So still a great player. I mean, really, really good player here, but just to show you guys what these top 3 prospects are doing, they're just so much better than everyone else, and it's such a close race between the 3 of them. It is no wonder why they are called the 3-headed monsters: Shane Wright, Brad Lambert, and Matthew Savoy. But here's a guy who is very close to breaking into that top 3, Ivan Miroshnichenko, currently ranked #4. This is a left-wing prospect from Russia, currently playing for Red Deer, 46 games played, 34 goals, 70 points. Internationally had 14 points. I mean, this guy, he could definitely break into the top 3. He has not done so yet. He's been 5-4, 5-5-4, as you can see there. But don't be surprised if Ivan Miroshnichenko somehow breaks into that top 3 by the end of the season, by the draft, whatever, because, I mean, his World Juniors was a lot better than Savoy and Lambert, and also he's putting up pretty similar numbers to those guys in a couple less games played, so definitely a guy knocking on the doorstep of that top 3, and I'm watch listing him because this is a guy who I'd really love to grab. Despite that left wing position, he could be, perfect second, first line center. I mean, just grabbing any great prospects we can is going to really help us. So I'm really happy with what Ivan Miroshnichenko is doing, and I really wanted to show him off as well. Alright, I am sorry about that rant, but, I mean, look at that. We've won our last 2 games in Columbus and Colorado. Now we are back on with simulation. We have the 28-win Minnesota Wild team. Let's see what we can do against them. And another win, so that's 3 in a row. We are a very streaky team. That is something I'm coming to realize. I mean, Couture Hurdle still lighting up the lamp. Pittsburgh, 30 wins on the year. Can we get our 4th win in a row? No, we cannot. They break it 3-2. And you know what? I think, here's one, Mitch Van Sompel, 25-year-old left-handed shot defenseman from the New York Islanders. I'm going to dismiss this. I don't really need Mitch Van Sompel, but the Seattle Kraken, you know what? 30, 28, and 3, they have really kind of fell off a cliff, but I do want to get into a slow sim game against this team, the new expansion team in the league. So let's slow sim a game against these guys. And we are off here in Seattle. Let's see what this team can do. Erik Karlsson strikes first for the Sharks. Jared McCann ties it up for the Kraken. And here we are now, second period. 1-1 game. Both goalies putting up good numbers. Karlsson, second of the night. Great to see that he's chipping in offensively. Kevin LeBanc, 12th of the year for him. He's had a bit of a down year. Timo Meier, 18th. It is 4-1 Sharks now. And it looks like we have this game in the pocket. Let's go. Another big win here for the Sharks. I don't know if we're going to make the playoffs, but just getting these wins against teams is very nice. Good game by Aiden Hill, Timo Meier, Erik Karlsson with 2 goals, and an overall great performance by the boys. So the next 2 games, we got 31 win Montreal and 29 win Chicago. Let's see what we can do against these teams. A loss against Montreal, a loss against Chicago, very close. and I'm gonna say we probably end it off here. I mean, let's just take a look. When's the trade deadline? I want to sim a couple games before the trade deadline. So March, yeah, so this is perfect. We're going to end the simulation off right here, just in the middle of these two back-to-backs. And, you know, we got a good chunk done. We got a good almost 2 months done pretty much. So very happy with the progress we made. We took a look at some prospects. But one thing I do want to do that I forgot to do last episode is take a look at some of our guys that are, you know, really doing well, that are really impressing me. So let's get on with that. Let's waste no time and take a look at some of our prospects. And once again, we have a very familiar face here with William Eklund, 19 years old now, left wing. You can see all his ratings. Let's just take a look. 50 games played, 44 goals, 90 points. I mean, geez, William Eklund. And on the international level, he really impressed me as well. But just such a great year for Victoria. And also, there's a player named Max Olvstead in this 2022 NHL draft class that also plays left wing position, also plays in Victoria. So those guys are splitting ice time right now. And William Eklund's playing great, really showing why he is most likely the top prospect in that 2021 NHL draft class. And I'm really happy to have Eklund right about now. I mean, man, oh man, if he's not ready next year, I'm going to be shocked. But that will happen when the time comes. And here is a guy who has surprised me very much so this year, Alexander Chemlevsky, 22-year-old center with that top 9 potential, 74 overall, 64 games played in the AHL, 26 goals, 58 points. He is amazing this year. I promoted him to the first-line center role, and he is not disappointed, continuing to put up excellent numbers for a 500 team in the AHL. Our AHL team is out of a playoff spot. They're like 20, and whatever, but, you know, I mean, just a great season from Chemlevsky, and again, another guy who I'm really excited to see what he can do next season, potentially play him in some preseason games, whatnot, but I'm hoping that he does make the jump for next season to potentially get some playing time in the NHL, maybe in a third-line scoring role, and that would honestly be my hope for Chemlevsky, but so far, really putting up some great numbers. Do not believe you guys have seen this guy yet. Ozzy Weisblatt, San Jose's first-round pick from 2020, 19 years old, top 6 potential, and 53 games played for the Knights this year. He has 24 goals, 47 assists for 71 points. Not putting up like crazy numbers, but still excellent play there for the Knights organization. He was the last pick of the first round in 2020, so I'm really happy with how Weisblatt's playing this year, and a guy who I'm really hoping could make the jump to, you know, a middle 6 kind of scoring winger in the future, obviously with that top 6 potential, plays the right wing position, just a great overall offensive tool that we have in this system, and I'm really excited to see how he develops. And now we got 20-year-old left winger Daniil Gushin, top 9 potential, 63 overall, and in 52 games played for the Red Deer Rebels this year, same team as Ivan Mirosnichenko plays for. He has 31 goals, 42 assists for 73 points. No doubt he is in a second-line position this year, playing 17 minutes a night, and I know that sounds still like a lot for a forward, but in this game it's a little bit more average ice time for guys, but still, in a second-line role, he's putting up excellent numbers. He was a third-round pick in 2020 by us, and you know, just a guy who's putting up really impressive numbers. We looked at him a few episodes ago, and I pointed out how he was playing really well, and he's continued that pace. He's still playing really great, and he's a guy who I'm really hoping to see in the AHL as soon as next season, playing in a middle 6 scoring role again. But again, the development will come how it comes, and we will see what happens overall. So that is going to be it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed, please do leave a like and subscribe. It does mean a lot to the channel. We are currently 17 away from 200, which is my new goal for 2021. If we could hit that 200 goal, that would be, I mean, so amazing for this channel. But I just want to thank you guys so much for your support all the time, because it means so much to me, how much this community has grown this year. And yeah, so I will be back next Wednesday with I will be back this Sunday with part number 7 of this series, so be on the lookout for that, and also be on the lookout for a few more kind of hockey talk videos. I'm gonna try to make a few more of those now that I'm, you know, kind of in school and know what the whole quota and stuff is for homework and all that. But I will see you guys in the next video, so I do hope you enjoyed this one, but for now, bye.